There's more to presenting good footage than simply using the right equipment and the right settings. It's often said that a good cameraman can produce a better looking video than a poor cameraman who's using the best gear that money can buy. That's because they understand different techniques and rules of thumb in videography. Those are the techniques that Austin's going to dive into in this instructional video.
Now let's learn to set up some basic video shots in the field. First, we have composition and framing. In other words, what objects are in your footage and where are they positioned in your footage. So the three most important things to know with this are lead space, head space, and the rule of thirds. Lead space, also called nose room, basically means that an object should have more space in the direction it's looking and less space behind it. Head space is how much space you put above an object. Right now we don't have enough head space because the antlers are cut off. Once we put a little space above the antlers, our head space will be okay. With the rule of thirds, you divide your image into 3 vertical sections, 3 horizontal sections, and place your subject at the correct intersection according to your lead space and head space. It's an easy trick to get great shots. Most cameras even have a 3x3 grid that you can turn on in your viewfinder to help set up these shots. Keep in mind though, these concepts are not absolute. Lead space and the rule of thirds are more important with interviews. But when it comes to field footage, putting the animal in the center works just fine. Just don't make it this backwards and you'll be okay. With framing, the majority of your shots are going to be wide, medium, and close shots. Everyone has a different definition for these shots, but here's a good rule of thumb. When filming a person, a wide shot shows the entire body. A medium shot is the upper body, and a close-up is a body part like their face or their hand. With animals, the shots are framed a bit looser. A wide shot shows the entire animal with some room around it for movement. With a medium shot, the animal's taking up a good chunk of your screen, and a close-up usually cuts off part of the animal. Again, there's no exact dimensions to these shots, and don't limit yourself to just these shots either. Most of the time, it's common sense how to frame your shots, but if you're filming a kill shot, it's good to have extra room so you can keep up if the animal takes off running. If you're self-filming, you might want to go extremely wide on the kill shot so you can focus 100% on hunting and not worry about missing the shot with your camera. A big part of filming hunts involves getting B-roll footage. B-roll is just any extra footage that helps tell the story. It's a great time to get beautiful shots and practice with your cameras. DSLRs are great for B-roll because they can get a shallow depth of field and the audio isn't real important. The shallow depth of field also allows you to rack focus your B-roll shots. And with modern technologies like touchscreen focus, even beginners can do a rack focus. There's a lot of common mistakes people make early on, so here are some tips that might help you out. First, make sure you get an establishing shot. It's just a really wide shot of your hunting area so your viewers can understand where you're at. Establishing shots are one of the few good times to pan your camera. If you're going to use a pan, do it smooth and at a pace that's not too fast. And don't try to get everything in the shot either. Another tip is to make sure your footage isn't crooked. A tripod has a leveling bubble, but if you're shooting handheld, pay attention to the trees or horizons in your viewfinder. If you have to fix crooked footage in editing, you lose resolution because you have to rotate it and then blow it up. Extreme vertical angles can also be hard for your viewers to watch. A more level shot like this typically looks a lot better. The same thing goes with following a blood trail. Looking straight down can make viewers dizzy, so again, a more horizontal approach might look better. Alright, last one for now. Don't zoom in and out too much. There's no magic formula for this, so just watch different hunting shows and see how long they go between their zooms. Eventually you'll just develop a feel for it. Also, the more your camera is zoomed in, the more exaggerated any camera movement will be. It's just like shooting a gun. Your wobble is more noticeable at 300 meters than it is at 50. So when you're filming hunts, obviously the kill shot is the most important thing. So make sure you get that because everything else you can figure out a way to recreate it or something. All right, here's 3 tips that'll really help you out. 1, make sure you hit record or it didn't happen. 2, make sure your camera's on the action or it didn't happen. And 3, film whatever you're thinking. So if it's really cold, get video of frost on things or snow falling. If it's really windy, get pictures of the leaves blowing. You get the point. Okay, so the last thing, you're gonna have to find that natural balance between operating your camera and also being a hunter in the woods. So it takes a little practice, but just follow your instincts. All right, next up, we are gonna learn some more advanced techniques to improve your camera skills in the woods. And we're also gonna learn a lot of behind the scenes stuff so you can start putting a show together. And it's actually pretty interesting, so stay tuned.